It's time for the semi-pro football game of the week. Tonight from Medina High School, it's the PAFL Stripes Conference White Division matchup as the 4-2 Lima Warriors take on the 5-1 Ohio Golden Knights, with the winner being crowned division champion. Let's head to the field for all the action. Here's Michael Hearn.
Good evening and welcome to Kenneth Duke Stadium here in Medina, Ohio. It's time for PAFL football action between the 4 and 5 Lima Warriors and the 6-2 Ohio Golden Knights, 5-1 in the league. Warriors at 4-2, and you'll hear in just a couple of minutes from the Warriors head coach in Todd Gordon about how weird this league is this year, that the Warriors could go from right now as we sit at 6:20 p.m. as the number 5 seed and possibly heading to Indianapolis, Indiana in the first round of the playoffs in 3 weeks, to the number 2 seed if they can win this game by more than 24 points. They would jump to the number 2 seed that OGK has right now and win the division, a game similar to a game a number of years ago down the road in Lakewood where the Warriors had to do the same thing against the Cleveland Cobras. The regular season's winding down. Last 3 matchups between these two have all gone OGK's way. A 98-49 margin. Lima comes in as winners of the last 2 contests. A 46-41 win at home over the Cincinnati Hawks on July the 11th, and a forfeit win last weekend from the Mahoning Valley Tigers. The Golden Knights 6-2 overall, 5-1 in league play. Coming off a 7-0 forfeit win against the Jackson Silverhawks. 1 of 2 games the Silverhawks dropped last weekend as they gave the Northeast Ohio Predators a forfeit win as well. 42.5 points per game on offense for the Golden Knights, giving up just 16.5. And they've got the league's leading passer in Mark Pullen. 3rd in yards with 926, and the Walsh University product leads with 14 touchdowns. See what both of these teams have in store for one another. Lima, not that far behind, 194 points on the season, gives them 32.3. Giving up 21.7 under the 7th coach in team history, Todd Gordon. And going for win number 150. You'll hear from Coach Gordon when we come back as we get closer to the pregame here in Medina being wrapped up. And football on the way. It's PAFL style here on michaelheard.com and zsportslive.com.
Hope you're ready for Casting Crowns. Skillet. And for King and Country. Plus 72 rides and 17 world-class coasters. Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th with Casting Crowns, Skillet, and For King and Country. Also featuring Love and the Outcome and speaker Nick Hall. Spend the day on the rides, including Rougarou, all new for 2015, and Cedar Point's first floorless coaster. And the screams continue into the night with some of your favorite Christian artists. Save $10 when you buy super early bird tickets now through July 31st at pointfestival.com. And your ticket to Point Fest includes admission to the festival and Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th, Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Details at pointfestival.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
Back to the semi-pro game of the week right here on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
Almost time for the kickoff here in Medina as the Warriors take on the Golden Knights and the head coach of the Lima Warriors and Todd Gordon. And you guys have had kind of an up and down season the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we started off in our preseason with some close games, with the exception of one, and
well, to be fair, Southern Michigan's pretty good.
Yeah, and but then since the league started, we've been doing a decent job. Our offense has been amazing. We need a lot of work on our defense.
I don't think that you guys have told Juice, as I saw him running around here behind us, that he's not 25. You guys are going to try and keep that a secret for as long as you can?
Yeah, we're trying not to tell anybody that he's 40 years old. But,
You just did. He's probably not going to like it.
Yeah, but that's all right. It's good for it to remind him every once in a while so he can dust off the cobwebs before the game, get ready to come out and play. He actually hasn't done a bad job, especially being 40 years old.
No, he's tied for second in the league in touchdown passes with 12.
Yeah, and we have some amazing receivers for him to get the ball to. Mark Johnson, he played at Urbana. Frank Kanga actually played a year for Ohio State.
He's from not too far from here, too. He's from Euclid.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. And
don't forget Julian.
Yeah,
Julian's having a nice season, too.
Yeah, Julian Bellinger, he actually returned punts and played for the Toledo Rockets. So those three guys, along with Mike Macklin, who's been here for 5
Seems like
years.
forever.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have a nice offense. We put together a nice offensive line, and they've been scoring a lot of points this year, keeping us in the games. We're pretty excited about the offense, and we've been working every week to try to see what we can do to improve the defense.
Well, I think it's a cool thing, too. I mean, having been a part of the organization in the past 15 years, and what's interesting to me as I look across the roster and I see him walking over here is the all-time passing leader with Juice, the all-time leading rusher with Toledo, and then Bobby, who's played a couple of games this year, the all-time leading receiver, kind of a throwback to the future, if you will.
Right, yeah. And the amazing thing is that we still have those three guys, but the faces have changed. I imagine just over the last couple of years, probably 75% new faces that you see out here. So we got a nice little mix of both.
Now, the league is kind of weird. We just talked about this, but you can go anywhere from being in 5th right now and possibly heading to Indianapolis based on what they do next week in Columbus, or you can be the number 2 seed if you win by more than 23 and send the Golden Knights to Indianapolis for the second time this year.
Yeah, that's amazing. I guess you'd say how close the league actually is. We're going to try. We're excited. We're going to do our best to score points and to try to keep them out of the end zone. It's going to be a tough task, but that's our goal. I'm going to paint the picture to these guys, and actually I've been doing that all week, that we really don't have anything to lose. Most likely we should be in that 5th place spot, but we can play all out tonight, do everything that we can to score as many points as we can, and see if we can get to that magic mark of 24 and hopefully get the win too.
It's almost an identical number to a game not that many years ago,
right,
and not that far from here in Lakewood against the Cobras,
right,
where the flea flicker was the secret play to get that win in the division.
Yeah, and if I have any secret plays, I'm not going to tell you. but no, we've been reminded of that. Former coach Stotts, he brought it up to the team, and it got these guys excited and pumped. And actually, in the last time we played these guys at home, we actually were ahead of them until we had a couple of bad kickoff returns.
Yeah, it was 13-0 after one.
Yeah. So I mean, we were doing quite well. So I mean, that's encouraging. It just kind of fell apart at the end. So we're hoping we can play at least the same kind of game, except not fall apart at the end.
Well, and the last question I have for you look across the way, and we talked about how well Juice is doing. Mark Pullen, the quarterback for OGK, has 14 touchdown passes. It's the most in the league, but there are games this year where he has not had to be that guy because their defense has scored so many points. Right,
yeah. That's always a blessing if you could have your defense score a lot of points. We haven't had that luxury, but we
except for the Silverhawks game.
Yeah, Silverhawks game, that's a little different. But we do well on our special teams, and we always have the opportunity to score on every kickoff and every punt return with the talent that we have back there. So it's actually one of the few bright points that have, well, let me take that back. It's one of the bright points with the offense that's really excelled this year, and with the special teams, they've really improved. So probably because we got rid of that old special teams coach that is standing here right now talking to you. That was me.
Well, best of luck to you guys tonight in the playoffs.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Mike.
Come back as we get closer to the kickoff here between the Golden Knights and the Warriors.
Imagine me, a dog, moving in with a human. I didn't know how it would work. Turns out, my human's pretty entertaining. For instance, every time I give my human his ball, he throws it as far as he can. And I'm like, dude, that's your ball. So I go get it. But he just throws it. Again. I gotta say, though, the more he does it, the funnier it is. I love my human.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Back to the division showdown between the Warriors and Golden Knights on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
Back here in Medina, it's time for football between the Warriors and the Golden Knights. Fourth all-time meeting. Like I said, OGK up 3-0 in the series. Last time these two teams played, a 44-21 win for the Golden Knights, hence the 24-point rule that is in effect for tonight's game, that the Warriors need to win by 24 points or more to crown themselves division champions. The Golden Knights just need to get a win, and they will wrap up the division. Taking a look a little deeper at the Golden Knights, sitting in the second seed right now. They've had 7 starting quarterbacks and have a 42-7 overall record. The OFL champions a couple of years ago. At one point had a 29-game winning streak that was snapped here on this field last year against the South Buffalo Celtics. Put up 106 in a game against the Jackson Silverhawks this year. Same team that the Warriors blew out by 80 the week before. Talking about that 24-point differential that the Warriors need, the Golden Knights have never been beaten by 21 in their 49 games. It is their 50th all-time game. Warriors are going for win number 150 in their 15-year history. So one of those two things will be proven true in about 3 hours as we get ready. It'll be the Golden Knights who will kick off from right to left. Gold jerseys trimmed in red, black numerals or black helmets, and the red numerals, as the Warriors will take the kick from the Golden Knights. Eric Duval, he's out of Duquesne University, and it'll be Julian Bellinger back deep to return for the Warriors. They are in their alternate Silver Surfer jerseys, not the Silver Surfer uniforms because they don't have the pants. They've got red pants on, as Bellinger will go back to his 5-yard line, picks up the football. He'll come out across the 10. He's got room down the sideline to the 20, but then he is forced out of bounds quickly after the return. Isaiah Allison with the tackle. So the Warriors will go on offense first. 32.3 points per game for the Warriors this season, as they've got Justin Henderson, the all-time leading passer in team history out of Lima Senior High School, as their quarterback. Second in the league, tied with the Northeast Ohio Predators' Ryan Young with 12 touchdown passes. Number 1, Mark Pullen, the quarterback for the Golden Knights, who you'll see here momentarily, with 14 touchdown tosses on the year. So the Warriors will come up to the line. Dino Miller, the tight end on the right side, overload 4 receivers to the left. Macklin, Bellinger, Porfirio Sutton out of North Central State College down the road in Mansfield. Here's the first play of the game. It's a pitch high, and about a 4-yard gain for the Warriors as they get it out to Frank Kenga. Kenga will get 5. As the Warriors start their first drive again at a gain of 4, makes it 2nd down and 6 now for Lima as they started at their own 20-yard line. OGK defense this season giving up just 99 total points, with them at 16.5 through their first 6 games. In motion, here's the pitch out, little turnaround, come back to the 25. And Warriors are going to get about a yard here on the first run of the game, as it'll be Mark Johnson. So Johnson comes away with a yard. He will check out, leading the Warriors in touchdown catches this season, as he's actually tops in the league with 6. So now 3rd down for the Warriors, just outside of 4 yards to go. They've got to get to the OGK 30-yard line for a first down. Henderson in the shotgun. Everybody overloaded his left except for Miller, the tight end on the right. Quads left for Henderson. Drops back, looking to his left. Pump fake, tries to draw off the defense. Throws in the middle. He was looking for Macklin, but it falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 4th down for Lima. So not the best start for the Warriors here on their first possession, as it brings up 4th down. And that will send it back to Cornelius Strickland, the kick returner extraordinaire for the Golden Knights. Speed for days for Strickland. Strickland, 2 touchdowns receiving this year, 21 yards a reception. He's also got a rushing touchdown out of Euclid High School and the University of Toledo. Macklin with the rugby-style kick from his own 20, fielded at the 25 and dropped by Strickland. But he is able to get it back at his own 42.
At the 41-yard line, it's 1st and 10, OGK.
37 yards on the punt for Macklin. Now OGK will take over on their first possession. 12 minutes to go here in the first quarter from Ken Duke Stadium in Medina. Important divisional battle in the white division of the Stripes Conference. OGK starts at their own 41. 42.5 points per game, just a little bit short of what they did last year. Full house backfield, 3 backs here for the Golden Knights. First down and 10, handoff. And that play blown up by Benny Woods.
Handoff to number 4, Sean Bays.
Sean Bays is going to take a loss.
Hit and drop in the backfield.
Of 4 on the play. So Bays, wow. Tell you what, that's a big hit by Benny Woods. As Sean Bays, Memphis, Tennessee, and Kent State University, played a year with, or on the squad for the Oakland Raiders for a year. Looks like it's Justin McLean is the quarterback right now for the Golden Knights on 2nd down and 14. Right to left, got everybody to jump. And McLean will see his team get called for a false start. So OGK will back up some yards as they are digging themselves a hole. It'll be 2nd down and 19 now for OGK. They've got to get to the Warriors' 49-yard line for a first down. 10:35 to go in the first quarter, no score. Warriors went 3 and out on their first possession. Golden Knights going the wrong way the first time they've touched the ball. Here's McLean, drops back, hands off, and quickly Bays trying to break it out. He will get the 10 yards back.
Handoff to number 4, Sean Bays.
He'll get 11 on the play. Much more manageable 3rd down now for the Golden Knights, as it'll be 3rd down and just outside of 8.
Gain of
So trying to get back to midfield are the Golden Knights. Warriors led 13-0 the first time these two teams met after the first quarter. But then, as they say, the bus had its wheels fall off. Gave up a couple of touchdowns to the Golden Knights, and off and running went OGK back up the road to Medina. Jordan Marshall providing the defense here on the near side for the Warriors. And triple backs here as it's just going to be a bootleg. And near the first down, looks like they hit the stick on the side. I don't know, it's not a yard short based on the spot on the quarterback keeper from McLean. See what he does. Well, they'll give it to him. So they'll give him 8, and that's an OGK first down. So what could be a big disaster for the Golden Knights now turns into something big for them, as third downs have been a problem for the Warriors. The Cincinnati Hawks absolutely exploited that 2 weeks ago at Spartan Stadium. So now the ball moved into Warriors territory after the gain of 9. Handoff again up the middle, out to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play by Bays. So he continues to pick up yards. Out to the Warrior 45-yard line. Second down and 7. Warriors defense in the 4-3 is A.J. Holman protecting the middle, averaging close to 10 tackles a game. Misdirection, backs coming out of either side. Screen pass on the backside. Warriors had nobody there. It's going to go for a first down and more out to the 30. Pickup of 15 on the play. And another Ohio Golden Knights first down. As that will go to Anthony Kelly. And he's got his first catch and a first down down to the 30-yard line. Second first down that OGK has picked up on this drive. Anthony Kelly not wearing his usual number 28 today. They said that they lost it or that it is nowhere to be found, so wearing 27 instead. And the officials move the sticks down to the 30. So the OGK drive started 4 minutes ago, just short of 4 minutes, at their own 41. They lost 4 yards on a run by Sean Bays. A penalty backed them up on 2nd and 19. But since then, they have been all business forward. They picked up a pair of first downs and are wedging themselves deep into Warriors territory. Warriors defense a little slow to respond so far. That screen pass on the backside to Anthony Kelly really didn't have any answer for. Kind of bailed out against what they suspected, I think, was going to be the run in the middle of the field. And everybody bailed out and went the other way offensively. 1 receiver on the near side, 1 on the far side, and 3 backs behind the quarterback for the Golden Knights in Justin McLean. McLean fakes the pitch out, handoff inside to Bays. He's got the first down and more, down to the 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Golden Knights. 30 yards on the run. So a lot of the offense on that drive goes for Bays, and he is able to put that first run behind him and get into the end zone. 7:56 to go in the first quarter. It is a 6-0 Golden Knights lead. See what the kicker can do here as he comes on for the first time for the Ohio Golden Knights in Eric Dooley. Said he played at Duquesne University. Last time I checked, in the Pittsburgh area. Ball at the 10-yard line as he awaits the snap, and it's always curious to see what this Warriors squad can do when they get behind. And Henderson will need a big drive on the next possession, as the kick is good. So 7:56 to go in the first. Warriors have got some work to do. They trail 7-0. This is PAFL football here on zsportslive.com.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with. all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
This is the Semi-Pro Football Game of the Week on michaelhearn.com.
PAFL football, the White Division Championship between the Lima Warriors and the Ohio Golden Knights. 30-yard touchdown run for the Golden Knights puts them up 7-0, caps off a 59-yard drive over the course of 5 minutes, and here goes Mark Johnson. Johnson with the return out across the 40, and a great tackle to trip him up, but it's going to be good field position for the Warriors as they will open at the 43. Started at their own 20, now they're here the first time at the 43. 7:44 to go in the quarter. Again, an Ohio Golden Knights team looking for their 50th win all time. A Warriors team looking for 150 in their 15-year history. Between these two teams, 3 national championships. And the playoffs just a couple of weeks away. Golden Knights getting one a couple years ago, Warriors in 07 and 10. And mass confusion here for Justin Henderson as he'll switch Johnson for Bellinger. Those two combined, 10 touchdowns. Johnson, the slot receiver, goes in motion. He'll come behind the formation, pitch out, double reverse. No, he'll keep it. He's thrown a touchdown pass this year when he's done that. But he will not gain anything, and there is a bit of discussion amongst the gentlemen hitting each other. I imagine it's about what B-dubs to go to. The one in Medina is right down the road from here. He will, well, they put the football at the 43. The stick guy apparently thought he lost a couple of yards. So Henderson drops back on second down, looking for Bellinger. Caught it at the 25. He's gone. Touchdown, Lima. I'm actually surprised they didn't nail him for taunting, because he definitely, Deion Sanders, high-stepped into the end zone. And that pass will go for 57 yards. That is touchdown pass number 13 this year for Henderson. And touchdown catch number 7. That leads the PAFL for Johnson. And he just beat the defensive back from here to there, there to here, all the way up to Lake Erie, wherever you want to go. Zach Stacy, who went 6 for 8 on extra points 2 weeks ago against the Cincinnati Hawks in that 46-41 win, will come on to attempt this one here. And Johnson, poor guy, had to run back to be the end. Snap is down from Randy Ryan. The kick is up and good. Warriors on the board. Took them just 30 seconds to respond. Tied at 7 here in Medina.
Hey you, yeah you, don't let this summer be another string of nothing but video games and potato chips. How about spending the day with some giraffes, zebra, bison, camels, and more? You can even feed them if you dare. Enjoy a camel ride, browse the gift shop, grab a bite to eat at the snack bar, or cheer on your favorite porker at the Pork Chop Downs Raceway. Only 17 miles from Cedar Point, African Safari Wildlife Park makes a great stop for all ages. African Safari Wildlife Park, a world away in your own backyard.
Back to the Semi-Pro Football Game of the Week right here on ZSportsLive.com.
Second return here for OGK. They fumbled the first one. This one will not be, as it is fielded at the 10-yard line, looking for room against the Warriors defense. Then the special teams down the sideline. And a tackle at the 37 by Christian Nogueras. So he will get the touchdown. Golden Knights will start 4 yards less of what they did their first time. with 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, the PAFL winding down its season, just a couple of weeks left. A lot of teams taking forfeits. Both of these teams have already been affected by that, by the Jackson Silverhawks. Next week, the Warriors get a win from the Silverhawks. 1st and 10 from the 37 for OGK. Different quarterback, too, than I think the Warriors expected with Mark Pullen. This one, he can run a bit, and he's trying to run for another first down in Justin McLean. He has run twice now. He picked up a first down of 9 yards on his first try. This one will net him 6. Actually, I'm sorry, it will net him 7, so it'll bring up... it was 6 yards based on the spot. So 2nd down and 4 now for the Golden Knights. I told you earlier, average 42.5 points a game. Not using their leading rusher in Harvey Tuck either, so see what they go with here the rest of the game. McLean trying to draw the defense offside. Handoff inside is going to go for a first down. Entire Warriors secondary gets out there, but Bays picks up 8. And he already has gotten himself a heck of a game. So 7-7 here as OGK, no problems moving the last 7 plays that they have had the football. 7 of their 10, and actually 9 out of their 10 plays have been for 4 yards or more in this game. Bays waiting to see what the play is on first down. Ball now across midfield for the Golden Knights. That's a shot put out to the 40-yard line. Catch and run. This is going to be Cornelius Strickland, and somebody got hit so hard they lost a piece of equipment. McLean goes from the 48 down to the Warriors' 32, so a pickup of 16 on the play, and a 3rd first down for the Golden Knights in this game. He will go back out to the far side now for McLean. McLean actually comes in listed as a corner, 1 touchdown catch of 58 yards this year, but again playing quarterback here today, and he's done so pretty well, and that's going to be an offsides penalty, or a false start penalty, the 2nd time that the Golden Knights have done that. And I actually believe, as I just happen to be looking right at the offensive line, it was the center that got called for it. And I know that there are some offensive line, or the left guard, I was looking at the center. Some offensive line coaches around here are probably not going to be very happy about that. The ones across the way do not seem to be. 1st and 15 for the Golden Knights as they back up to the 37-yard line of the Warriors. Drop back quickly. Defense coming on McLean. He'll roll out, throw one deep to the end zone in front of Jordan Marshall. Got a hand on it and knocked it away as it'll go incomplete in the corner of the end zone. Marshall, the corner for the Warriors. He's played a lot of different places. They use him as a cowboy and an Indian in a lot of their sets. He'll play safety at times as well. The Findlay University product was part of some really good teams at the University of Findlay. 4:12 to go in the first quarter, tied at 7. As the Golden Knights, again, 3 backs here for McLean. He will fake the handoff, throw quickly, and on the ground, incomplete. So back-to-back incomplete passes. And 3rd down, though, and long has not been a problem for the Golden Knights this season, as they're actually one of the better teams in terms of picking up yardage. See how the Warriors respond here defensively. Clock down around 4 minutes ago. Each team has had the ball twice now. Warriors 3 and out on their first drive. Scored on a 57-yard touchdown pass on their second drive. And I always love these plays when the officials have to try and sort this out, because you always get guys from each side saying, well, it wasn't on me. There's no way. You're insane. It couldn't have been on me. Full start on the offense. So 3 times now that has happened, and there is quite a bit of conversation on the opposite side as we come up on 3rd down and 20. Bays will lead his team back out on offense. Warriors can't make a mistake here because we've seen how far Bays can throw the ball. Not what I would call the prettiest pass, but he's gotten a couple of first downs out of it already. He'll drop back in coverage, blitz from up the middle. Bays trying to run, and he is going to be taken down from behind as the defensive line and linebackers able to get to him. And it'll bring up 4th down for the Golden Knights as they lose some more yardage. All the way back to their 48-yard line. They've got to get to the Warriors' 21-yard line. So Julian Bellinger back to return. Seen what he can do, the speedster out of the University of Toledo. Ran track in high school. He was pretty good there, too. Not that it should shock you, as he got a good jump off of his defender the last time and took it for 6. Punt, a lot of conversation. Bellinger waves off. He will take a chance and let it bounce on the turf as it sends the black pellets flying here at Ken Duke Stadium. And the Warriors will take over for their 3rd possession of the game. 2:59 remaining in the opening quarter. It was 4th and 29. Holding against the defense. What?
Holding is the call against the Warriors.
That's a new one. Holding is an automatic first down. Am I missing something here? Isaac Melton, the defensive coordinator, and Coach Todd Gordon having to back up and try and ascertain how a holding penalty equates to a 30-yard pickup for a first down. The amazing thing is we can hear from the press box that we didn't even need a microphone for the official. He was immediately criticized by anyone who knows anything about football when he yelled up towards the press box about an automatic first down. And I think maybe the White Hats, I don't even know what's going on right now, to be honest with you. What? What is... he said it was a 5-year. Let me just... What? Not that this should surprise anyone, but the coaches for the Lima Warriors have got some issues about this, and what's also interesting about it is Isaac Melton will go to midfield. He will meet Jermaine Campbell. Jermaine Campbell, for those who did not know, is the head of the PAFL and the OFL, and also the owner of the Ohio Golden Knights. And I got to be honest with you, I have a lot of smart football people around me, and even they kind of question what was going on. So it was 4th and 29 to reset this. The Golden Knights punted. It went out of bounds somewhere around the 10-yard line. And then there was a late penalty flag for a hold. As they try and figure it out, I'll tell you there's 2:59 to go in the first. Tied at 7 here in Medina.
A visit to African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio is bound to bring out the kid in all of us. After all, it's not just your ordinary trip to the zoo. It's a jungle adventure. You'll feel like you're leading the expedition as you ride through the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals if you dare, and capture the moment on film for your unbelieving friends. Better yet, bring them along. See rare and exotic animals from around the world, including the world's largest antelope, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. Enjoy a camel or pony ride, or browse through the Simba Lodge gift shop with items from around the globe. Sit in on live educational shows or cheer on your favorite porker in Pork Chop Downs. There's so much to see and do at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the signs. Just 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
Are you ready for an adventure? Experience the Midwest's only drive-through safari park located in Port Clinton, Ohio. Go to www.africansafariwildlifepark.com for more information.
ZSportsLive.com and MichaelHearn.com.
Back here, it doesn't matter. You can't change the rule, I guess, is what we're going for here. So instead of it being, I don't know what the rule is. Clearly, I don't know what the rules are. I mean, both of these teams have been given 7-0 forfeit wins this year, but the bylaws say it's 21-0. So at this point, rules are out the window. Seven to 7 is the score here in Medina. We're playing rotating rounds of Jeopardy at this point. If they had the theme in the building, you would be hearing it right now. A 30-yard touchdown run by Sean Bays, and that is his third touchdown on the ground this year. A Memphis, Tennessee, and Kent State product. And then the response was a 57-yard touchdown pass from Juice Henderson, his 13th of the year for Lima. 57 yards to Julian Bellinger. That is his 5th touchdown reception of the season. He is, a little bit about him, he's from Lithonia, Georgia. He played at the University of Toledo. In 08, as a high school senior, he had a touchdown in 6 different ways. He's listed as, well, pretty much everything. The Warriors have got a lot of utility guys, Nathan Williams, Mike Macklin, Julian Bellinger, and all of those guys play multiple positions, but Bellinger, wow, that kid can fly, and we saw that earlier. Now, I'm pretty sure that they are consulting the rule book as they are at midfield, and the brain trust of Isaac Melton, Dave Ladden, Jermaine Campbell, and the white-hatted official are either ordering a pizza or discussing what's going on. Now, I think what we're going to go with is we're going to assess the 5 yards to the 45-yard line on the holding penalty. And now the football will be at the 45. It is an automatic first down for the Golden Knights, their second first down of this drive. The other on a 16-yard pass to Cornelius Strickland. So Golden Knights dodge about 17 bullets as they come back up to the line to run their next offensive play. Bays in the shotgun. as he is next to Justin McLean. McLean drops back, Bayes in there to protect. Throw deep down the sideline, caught at the 27. And then A.J. Holman forces the fumble, and it will be Lima Warriors football. Pass down the sideline. Holman did a good job of keeping the receiver in bounds and stripping it right down the sideline. So the Warriors will take over at their 24 with 2:23 to go in the first quarter on the first turnover against the Golden Knights. Justin Henderson and crew will come back to the line. It seems like forever ago, but in terms of the game, it was almost exactly 5 minutes ago when he hit Julian Bellinger on a 57-yard touchdown pass down the right sideline. He'll put Bellinger in the slot on the near side next to Nathan Williams. Two receivers on the backside as Toledo Mitchell, the Warriors' all-time leading rusher, is the back. He will see Henderson. I don't know that he went to pitch out and he fumbled it, or he's just really good at the Statue of Liberty play. Either way, he loses a yard. Henderson, even at 40 years old, is a dangerous runner. He's got 2 touchdown runs this year. Not from this distance, mind you. He fires, throws one deep, and just keeping it from being a touchdown to the Warriors is the corner in Carlton Watkins out of Medina Buckeye High School and Tiffin University. Looks like a harmless incomplete pass on the stat sheet as he's able to get to it. Very speedy receiving crew for the Warriors. 1:55 to go in the first, tied at 7 on the scoreboard here in Medina. Again, Warriors 4-5 on the year, but 4-2 in the league. They'll get a 5th win next week off the forfeit, but trying to get to 6 wins on the season. Win by 24 and get the 2nd seed. Henderson now drops back, holds the ball way behind, throws for Nathan Williams, caught at the 45. And Nathan Williams now gives the Warriors a huge first down as he picks up Nathan out to the 47. So pickup of 25 on the play for Nathan Williams. The first down for the Warriors in this game. Williams and crew now spotted near midfield as Henderson walks him to the line. Justin, nobody else in Lima Warrior history is even close to the numbers he's put up at quarterback. Misdirection back the other way. Now here comes Johnson. He'll get to the 47. Pickup of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 4. Ernie Jones with the tackle for the Golden Knights. Clock under 45 seconds. As Porfirio Sutton comes to the sideline, Mike Macklin checks back in for Lima. Toledo Mitchell will be the back for the Warriors. Down to 30 seconds for Henderson on 2nd down. Handoff put right into Mitchell's gut, and a little ball of knives picks up a couple of yards out to the 45-yard line. He will pick up 2. Toledo Mitchell is one of my favorite all-time players because he's got this low center of gravity, and he's just hard to stop, like a little roly-poly ball. Down to 5 seconds for the Warriors. They'll throw out quick, caught by Macklin. I believe he got the first down to the 39, or to the 41 rather. He'll pick up 6. That'll be the final play of the first quarter, tied at 7. They'll switch ends of the field. When we come back, Warriors will have the football.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit from ESPN. Football's played a big part in my life, but football's also a lot more than just big plays, wins, losses, and championships. Football teaches young people about dedication, sacrifice, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. Not every team can be a state champion, but every team and every player can give a state championship effort. So let's respect the game and get out and support your local school. You'll be amazed of all the good things you see happening at Ohio's schools.
Is anybody else doing this? I don't think so.
We're doing something new called the garlic parmesan line with that garlic parmesan sauce on the bottom. Chicken, bacon, tomato. You combine the bacon and the tomato and the chicken all coming together.
Roasted veggies. The flavor is unbelievable.
5 cheese, please. The combination of cheeses sprinkled with the aged parmesan to give them that toasted flavor on the crust edge. Home run.
Here's pizza. We're taking it right up here.
Try one now for just $10 or get any other pizza, any toppings, even specialties for $11.
It's our new line, and there's much more to come.
Pizza Hut.
Back to the division showdown between the Warriors and Golden Knights on MichaelHearn.com and ZSportsLive.com.
Start of the second quarter, and we're even, just like when we began the game. This time, each team comes away with 7 points. Warriors just picked up a first down on a 6-yard pass to Mike Macklin before the break. This is play number 7 for Henderson. He better get rid of it. He does, and he throws it away as he was being chased by Brendan Sales out of Walsh University, another one of these players for the Golden Knights. Out of Walsh University, this one Canal Fulton High School. So it'll stop the clock. Warriors going with tempo, trips right, 1 left in Bellinger. Handoff up the middle, Toledo Mitchell coughed up the football. OGK is going to return it, and Bellinger will have to make the tackle. So Mitchell gives it right back, and that will give Brandon Allison and the offense a place to work. Mitchell picked up 4 before the fumble, but it doesn't matter now as the Golden Knights take over and thwart Lima's efforts to go ahead in this game. Again, these two teams played close in the first half, the first time around. Warriors led 13-0 after 1. Then only scored 8 points the rest of the way, and were outscored 44-8. In that loss. Golden Knights start at their 48, almost right, or excuse me, at the Warriors 48. First time either team has started in their opponent's territory. 3 backs again. And I think everybody lost everybody on that play. Harvey Tuck takes the handoff. Again, he is tied for first in the PAFL with 4 rushing touchdowns with 2 other guys. The one from Erie and one in Derek Slocum of the Northeast Ohio Predators. Gain of a yard on the play takes it to the Warriors' 47-yard line. And a slight difference in the pacing of what these two teams are doing right now. Warriors going quick on offense. OGK taking their time as they're already a minute gone here on this drive. Quarterback being chased and taken down at the 41-yard line. On the other side, McLean dropped and just... Have you ever seen the movie Predator when they track it through the jungle? It's kind of like that. That's kind of how it felt. Matthew Schultz comes up from the safety position to make the sack. And the Golden Knights have to take a timeout. It's 7-7. They've got a huge third down when we come back.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Back to the action on zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com.
Third down and 21 here for the Golden Knights. They will empty out the backfield for the first time as Justin McLean drops back. Little pitch play. Warriors weren't ready for it, and it's going to get back to the 50. Well, they'll actually give him the 40. Now they'll give him the 50, so it's a gain of 9 on the play. But it brings up a fourth down for the Golden Knights. They've got to get to the Warriors' 38-yard line, so they've got to pick up 12.
After gaining 9 yards, but it's 4th down.
And you can hear the wind pick up as Julian Bellinger will go back to return for the Warriors. He's already got a kick return for a touchdown of 80 yards this year for Lima. Actually did that a couple of weeks ago. See what he can do here. Duval on to punt away. Bellinger caught a touchdown pass in the Warriors' last game against Cincinnati. And he caught one here today to open this game. He's going to let it bounce. That's going to go out of bounds around the 5 for the Golden Knights. So 12-16 as they'll spot it at the 7-yard line. And the Warriors with a chance to break this 7-7 tie. Remember, they got the football to open the game. The Golden Knights won the toss and chose to defer to the second half.
At their own 7-yard line.
Jeremy Bott, one of the longtime Lima Warriors, listening, and he has some questions about the holding penalty that resulted in a first down, too. And the question was, defensive holding, yes, is a first down, but it was a punt. Did he tackle the guy? Not that we saw. First down for the Warriors with Henderson in the shotgun. Trips to his right. He will give the inside handoff to, I believe it's Mike Macklin. Couldn't see the number from here, but I recognize how he runs. Gain of 2 on the play to Macklin. Warriors now will go quickly with the tempo. Trips to the left this time, from left to right. Macklin back into block. Henderson throws one. Not sure what it was intended for, but it worked out to Johnson. When he threw it, I thought he was going to go short to Nate Williams, but it works out to Johnson as they go from the 9 out to the 27, so a gain of 18 for the Warriors. And Johnson with his second big catch of this game. Second first down for Lima, or third first down for Lima. All 3 of them coming through the air. Henderson checks on the left side. He'll drop back, trips, flips from left to right. He's going to throw one, kind of throws it over the shoulder, and is that a catch? All the way from the 27 deep to Porfirio Sutton. If you're looking for a big game receiver in Lima Warriors history, it's going to be Porfirio Sutton. Sutton, from just down the road in Mansfield, takes it from the 47, or from the 37 rather, to the OGK 32. And a huge first down for Porfirio. Pistol set for the Warriors this time as they move right to left. Quick throw out to Bellinger. Bellinger's going to use his speed from the 30, be taken down at the 22. He's right at the line. So another pickup. Well, they'll give him Thought they were going to give him 10, but it'll be second down for the Warriors. Handoff up the middle. That will get the first down. Mike Macklin picks up 2. So Warriors going no huddle and going quickly. They've got the wristbands on as they check off the play. Dino Miller, the big tight end, this is where they like to try and throw to him in the red zone. He's gotten a couple of touchdown passes in that situation. Thus far today has been used as a blocker. Frank Kanga, Porfirio Sutton, and Nathan Williams, the receivers in the trip set on the right. Macklin the back end to block, will leak out the backside. Throws over the middle, and who was it? Dino Miller, right on cue, and he dropped a touchdown. The most interesting part about that is that he dropped the touchdown, and I think he heard some footsteps, and then he hit the DB, just for good measure. Turns out it is. As long as it's not a holding penalty, that's legal. Ball at the 20 for the Warriors. So Porfirio Sutton with the big play on this drive so far for Lima. Henderson under center. Pitch out to Macklin. Macklin running to his left across the tackle. Now he'll try and bounce it outside of the 15. He'll get to the 14-yard line. Wow. Actually, they did not help him with a spot at all. I'll give him the 16. So a gain of 4 by Macklin. His third carry on this drive. 3 carries for 8 yards. One of them, though, resulting in a Warriors first down. Nate Williams caught a touchdown pass in the All-Star game here last year on this field. He's trying to do the same here. Bunch set for the Warriors. Everything being run from the far side. Toledo Mitchell, nope, end around, back the other way. Warriors trying to get one to Frank Kanga, and he will get to the 10-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play. Kanga's got an 80-yard touchdown run on that exact same play this year. Warriors are coming up 1 yard short, as this is play number 10 of the drive. It is 4th down. Zach Stacy, this is well within his range. But the offense is going to go for it with Henderson in the eye. And Henderson's going to go for it. He's going to gain a lot more than 1. They'll get all the way out to the 8. They'll give him only 2, but Henderson, he's got 2 first downs now in this game, and he has really managed this offense. Again, remember, this drive started at their own 7-yard line. Coming up on 5 minutes ago, Warriors have moved quickly from one side to the other, right to left in this White Division Championship battle. Again, the Warriors can win this game and not win the division. They need to win by more than 24 points. Quads right for Henderson. Inside screen, back corner, and he threw it short. And it's going to be tiptoed across the back line. That's got to be a block in the back. And eventually, you're about to get an argument. Going to say that the play was blown dead, but I never saw the defensive back take a complete knee to give himself up. I think you're going to get another consultation with the rule book as Henderson throws the interception. So interception in the back corner. And Watkins comes away with it. Watkins, 175 tackles in his time at Tiffin University. He's got 15 tackles and 2 interceptions here this year. And the Golden Knights will take over now, as they will have the football with 7:08 to go in the first half from their own 20-yard line. So you can't say the Warriors have not had opportunities. 2 of them have been squandered with Henderson, who is well over 150 touchdown passes as the quarterback of the Lima Warriors in 12 seasons, as he took a couple of years off between 2010 and 2012 when Corey Minfield was the starter. No gain on the play for OGK as they go run on first down. He gave him a yard. These are some, I think James Keck said it perfectly. I would call them Pittsburgh-esque spots. So a gain of 1 on first down for the Golden Knights. Left to right for the rest of the first half in their gold and red jerseys. Black helmets for the Golden Knights. Warriors with a lot of big guys up the middle. 3 backs here behind McLean, and the yellow hankies come out for the 4th time to signify the false start. It'll be second down, but it'll be 14 to go for OGK. Clock runs, 6:13 to go. Golden Knights still with a pair of timeouts. As they come back up to the line, much different looking unit. A lot of heads down here as they come up to the line for McLean. Again, no Mark Pullen, no problem so far for the Golden Knights. As McLean, wow, he got left out to dry, and an incomplete pass. They tried to go slant route inside to Cornelius Strickland. I almost think the way that this game has worked out, it seems like it's one of those things where OGK needs a 3rd down and long to get themselves into it mentally, because they have already converted on a couple of those opportunities. Warriors defense forced a fumble on the second OGK possession. 1 touchdown, a fumble, and a punt is what the Golden Knights offense has done so far. Here's McLean now. Warriors brought the pressure up the middle, put hats on hats, and it kept the run from going anywhere. And there is a lot of bruising going on, and there's my dude Benny Woods in on the tackle. Benton Harbor, Michigan, and Defiance College. 16 sacks last year for the Warriors. And a gain of, well, actually they called it a loss on the play. So it'll be 4th down for the Golden Knights, and they will presumably be away to, or be set up to punt for the first time. Eric Dwally will kick it to Julian Bellinger. Bellinger, again, always a threat to score whenever he touches the football. 4:49 to go in the opening half. It's perfectly set up for Bellinger. He's got one man to beat immediately, and he does. The speedster down the sideline trying to break in front of defensive ends on special teams. Gets it to the OGK 35. 25 yards on the return for the Warriors, and starting has not been a problem for them so far. It has been finishing drives, as they will actually spot Bellinger out of bounds at the 33. 4:37 to go in the first half. Tied at 7. Touchdowns coming early on. Sean Bays with a 30-yard touchdown run. Julian Bellinger with a 57-yard touchdown reception. His 5th of the season. Macklin, Kanga, and Williams, the receivers to the right. Bellinger here on the near side for Juice Henderson. High snap for Juice. Luckily, he's 6'4". Deep throw to Bellinger. Touchdown, Warriors. 33 yards. Justin Henderson to Julian Bellinger for the 2nd time. And the Warriors now are on top, 13-7. How about that? Randy Ryan will come on to hold the extra point as Zach Stacy. $90 yards on the 2 touchdowns for Bellinger, as it is a 13-7 lead. Snap down, nobody coming, and the kick is good for Stacy. 14-7 Warriors here on zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live United. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
When danger is imminent, will you be prepared? Now many mobile devices can bring you critical information from local sources you trust. With the unique sound and vibration, wireless emergency alerts keep you in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Back here on zsportslive.com and on michaelhearn.com. 13, now 14-7 Warriors trying to get back quickly are the Golden Knights. As Sean Bays returns it all the way out to the 40, around the 40. They'll call it the 36. And it took just one play for the Warriors to get in there and get the lead. Remember, though, they led in the second quarter early on the last time these two teams met, and it did not go their way. Of course, OGK's only lost this season to Indianapolis, and the Warriors have lost a couple of times as they lost to the Golden Knights 44-21 and 18-14 in Columbus against the Gladiators. 1-2, lost to 1-2 is how the season has played out for the Warriors in the league so far, in case you're wondering at home. Pitch out on first down. And it seems like, again, whenever there is a gold jersey on a pitch out, this time that gold jersey would be Sean Bays. He is going to lose a yard. There are two Warrior players there to meet him. This time it'll be the defensive line. One of the helmets came off of one of the Warriors' defensive linemen. That is Franklin McCoy. And he will have to come off for a play. So Derek Coker, the offensive lineman who played at Ohio State and at Findlay, will come in for the first time on the defensive end. Tristan Branch in as well, University of Northwestern Ohio. As it's second down and 11 for the Golden Knights. 3:35 to go in the quarter, down by 7. They get the ball to start the second half. Just going to be a design run from McLean. He's got speed, tries to cut back in at the 40. But unfortunately for him, he is met by Demetrius McLaughlin at the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Takes it to the 40-yard line. Got to get to the 46 if you are the Golden Knights for a first down. Bays and McLean did a good job on the first OGK drive as they orchestrated 59 yards over the course of 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Really have been bottled up ever since that point. Strickland, at one time, nicknamed by the members of the Predators as the Corn Troller for his kickoff prowess, will take the walk out to the far side. And this is either going to be the first offsides penalty against the Warriors or the 5th false start against the Golden Knights. Benny Woods up there clapping on the defensive line. It will be the latter of those two. So wherever James Keck is right now, that'll make him happy that false starts are not just a Northeast Ohio Predators problem. Predators back in action next weekend in Perry, Ohio, as they take on the, well, we're calling it a rival in the Cleveland Cobras, but it was pointed out to me, is it really a rivalry if you've won 4 out of 5? We'll see what happens next weekend. 2:05 to go in the half, and just in front of the 2-minute warning, here is McLean, throws a duck out here to the 49. McLaughlin makes the tackle, but not before the first down. Tony Perini with the 19-yard gain. And that is an OGK first down. It'll stop the clock for the 2-minute warning. 14-7, Lima Warriors here in Medina.
People are always talking about the stock market, always looking to invest in a good opportunity, something with the potential to grow. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock where you invest to make money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for everybody. I could be the first college graduate in my family, the first district attorney from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there will be a second and a third. This can really be the start of something. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Back to the semi-pro game of the week right here on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
PAFL football here in Medina, 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights, who have moved from Akron to Medina High School. Here, the Ken Duke Stadium, home of the Bees, the Battling Bees. I'll be remiss if I didn't point that out. I busted play, and I think that Justin McLean ran a long way just to lose no yards on the play. Actually, from the initial spot, it looks like they put it back. So no gain on the play for McLean. McLean has run a couple of times. He picked up the first down on the 4th play of the drive. It was actually 3rd down and 19 for the Golden Knights back in the first quarter that kept the drive going and led to their only score. He'll fake the pitch out, handoff upstairs. Warriors defense trying to get to it. Good blocking by OGK and even better running by Sean Bays. Bays will go from his own 47 down to the Warriors' 31-yard line. That is a gain of 16 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Golden Knights. And it'll be the Golden Knights who will use their second timeout with 53 seconds left, trailing 14-7. This is michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
Hey, you, yeah, you. Don't let this summer be another string of nothing but video games and potato chips. How about spending the day with some giraffes, zebra, bison, camels, and more? You can even feed them if you dare. Enjoy a camel ride, browse the gift shop, grab a bite to eat at the snack bar, or cheer on your favorite porker at the Pork Chop Downs Raceway. Only 17 miles from Cedar Point, African Safari Wildlife Park makes a great stop for all ages. African Safari Wildlife Park, a world away in your own backyard.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Carpet Mart, 1316 East Main Street in Ottawa, for a great selection of carpet and vinyl flooring. Carpet Mart at 1316 East Main Street in Ottawa, 419-523-9500. Shop smart, shop Carpet Mart.
zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com.
First and 10 for the Golden Knights. They've got less than a minute and one timeout, trailing by 7 as they've worked to the Lima 31-yard line. They started at their own 36. Ball batted down by LaQuintius Murray, the defensive end for the Warriors. And incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball just outside the 30. It would be very big for OGK to get a touchdown here because, again, they get the football to start the second half of play. Won the toss, chose to defer. Warriors took it. Mike Macklin punted it away after a 3-and-out. Sean Bays got a 30-yard touchdown run in the first. He is nearing 100 yards already in this game to make it 7-0 OGK. 7:56 to go in the opening quarter. Warriors used just 2 plays to go 57 yards. Julian Bellinger from Juice Henderson made it 7-7. And then Bellinger scored again on a 33-yard pass in the latter part of this quarter. Warriors defense coming hard off the backside on the blitz. And another sack of McLean. This time it'll cost them 4 yards. And OGK going the wrong way. The clock down to 28 seconds and running. Again, they've still got one timeout, but trying not to make a mistake here as it is 3rd down and 15. Clock down to 15 seconds. Receiver in Tony Perrin on the backside. He picked up the first down on a gain of 19 earlier in this drive. Down to 5 seconds. Ball is fumbled back to the 48-yard line. That is a loss of 21 on the play. And the Warriors are going to go into the break leading 20, or thinking about the touchdown, 14-7. Come back here in a couple of minutes, tell you again how we got there. This is PAFL football on zsportslive.com and michaelherd.com.
You are a waste, a loser. Everyone hates you. Why don't you just stay in your car and keep driving? I'm serious. Drive until you run out of gas, then get out of your car and walk until you find someone who doesn't think you're dumber than bricks. Could take a while, but at least all that walking might burn a couple of calories.
You may not witness bullying like this every day. Your kids do. They want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov to learn safe, simple ways your child can help stop bullying. Be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Carpet Mart, 1316 East Main Street in Ottawa, for a great selection of carpet and vinyl flooring. Carpet Mart at 1316 East Main Street in Ottawa, 419-523-9500. Shop smart, shop Carpet Mart.
If you're planning a graduation party, wedding reception, or just a gathering of friends, the number to call is 419-286-2873 for MTC Tents, Tables, and Chairs. MTC specializes in tents for any event. They can provide round and banquet tables and even have white chairs for weddings. MTC Tents, Tables, and Chairs now accepts credit card payments. No party is too big or too small, and delivery is available to a party. Call 419-286-2873.
Teamwork. It's not just a term reserved for the football field or the basketball court. At Dominion, we believe that teamwork is so important to our success, we count it as one of our core values. Partnering with our communities to make them a better place to live, work, and play, we are proud to serve our customers in Northwest Ohio. We are Dominion. For more information on our company, please visit our website at dom.com. Dominion, we're proud to be part of high school sports and proud to be part of our community.
Ben Rose Body Shop on State Route 65 in Cairo is now Ben Rose Collision Center. New name, same great service. In business for over 20 years, Ben Rose is family-owned and operated. We provide free, computerized estimates which can be sent directly to your insurance company. We repair all makes and models, and we cost less than the other guys. Our customers are really important to us, and our friendly staff makes certain you are over 100% satisfied. If you've been in a rollover, fender bender, or even just need a paint job, see the experts at Ben Rose Collision Center on State Route 65 in Cairo, 419-641-2231.
Are you ready for an adventure? Experience the Midwest's only drive-through safari park located in Port Clinton, Ohio. Go to www.africansafariwildlifepark.com for more information.
Hope you're ready for Casting Crowns. Skillet. And for King and Country. plus 72 rides and 17 world-class coasters. Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th with Casting Crowns, Skillet, and For King and Country. Also featuring Lovin' the Outcome and speaker Nick Hall. Spend the day on the rides, including Rougarou, all new for 2015 and Cedar Point's first floorless coaster. And the screams continue into the night with some of your favorite Christian artists. Save $10 when you buy super early bird tickets now through July 31st at pointfestival.com. And your ticket to Point Fest includes admission to the festival and Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th, Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Details at pointfestival.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
Four Seasons Express Car Wash, now open on Easttown Road, is the solution for your dirty car and now your dirty dog. Four Seasons Express Car Wash is offering free vacuums that suck with the purchase of any car wash. Four Seasons Express Car Wash conveniently offers $16 grill-size propane refills, where you buy 3, get the 4th free. For a spotless vehicle and unlimited car wash packages, deals on propane, free vacuums, and do-it-yourself pet washes, stop by 980 Easttown Road, just south of Allentown Road.
You can like us on Facebook, browse our site on the web, but you need to visit Beckman Jewelers downtown Ottawa. Experience the joy of trying on a new watch, light up your finger with a diamond ring, feel the excitement of finding that special gift. Share your thoughts with Beckman's friendly staff. 5 generations of Beckman Jewelers have been touching hearts with extraordinary jewelry and exceptional service, hand to hand, since 1888. Beckman Jewelers, downtown Ottawa.
Did you know that adult family homes provide more personalized care at 30 to 40% less cost than what you would pay at a nursing home or assisted living facility? The Raglan House, the best alternative to a nursing home or a group home, where you can enjoy the comfort of a home-like environment at our home. Setting a new standard of adult family homes, the place you want to be for the life you want to live. Visit us at theraglanhouse.com.
You are a waste. A loser. Everyone hates you. Why don't you just stay in your car and keep driving? I'm serious. Drive until you run out of gas, then get out of your car and walk until you find someone who doesn't think you're dumber than bricks. Could take a while, but at least all that walking might burn a couple of calories.
You may not witness bullying like this every day. Your kids do. They want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov to learn safe, simple ways your child can help stop bullying. Be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
People are always talking about the stock market. Always looking to invest in a good opportunity, something with the potential to grow. So what if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock where you invest to make money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for everybody. I could be the first college graduate in my family, the first district attorney from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there will be a second and a third. This can really be the start of something. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Are you ready for an adventure? Experience the Midwest's only drive-through safari park located in Port Clinton, Ohio. Go to www.africansafarilwildlifepark.com for more information.
Back to the division showdown between the Warriors and Golden Knights on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
14-7 is the score here in favor of the visiting Lima Warriors. Warriors need to win this game and win by plus 24 to win the division. Golden Knights can take a loss here, that loss would drop them to 5-2. They would still be in the top 3, but based on the early math that we have, a win this week by the Northeast Ohio Predators, who are currently the 3rd seed and winners of the Blue Division last week with a win, a survival win, 34-26 against Lorain County. By our estimated math here in the press box, a loss by the Golden Knights would have the Predators jump the Golden Knights because the Predators are getting a forfeit win tonight from the Jackson Silverhawks that will put them at 6-1 in the PAFL. Now, obviously, 6-1 is better than 5-2, but either way, both of these teams, more than likely, are going to have home games in the playoffs when that starts on August the 15th. So again, Lima has to win by 24 or more to jump the Golden Knights and win the division. Otherwise, they would be the 5 seed, and as of the standings going into this weekend, they would go to Indianapolis. Indianapolis, however, can help themselves out with a win of more than 24 points next weekend as they travel to Columbus to take on the number 1 seed in the Columbus Fire. The Fire hold all of the tiebreakers right now in terms of the league and getting a bye in the first round of the playoffs that again will take place starting on August the 15th. The PAFL Championship game you can hear right here on zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com as the second year in a row that the winners of the Stars and Stripes Conference will meet. Yet to be a determined location. What we do know is that it will be somewhere in the Stripes Conference, which would put the possibilities of the current playoff teams in these locations of Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Columbus, Maple Heights, here in Medina, or in Lima. Also, the Columbus Gladiators would be a part of that too, so we'd see where exactly that would be, but that'll take place on September the 12th. It's scheduled for a 7 p.m. kickoff as on the other side of the bracket, and you can check all of this out, including the new power rankings, on the-pafl.com, the Premier Amateur Football League's website. The OFL Championship game, they get started a week earlier. They will actually have their championship game on August the 29th. Right now, a lot of teams trying to lay claim to that as the big game going on right now between the Spartans and the Scourge. The Western Reserve Scourge trailing 27-6. If they see that score hold, that would be their first loss of the season. 27-6 in the third is the score. The Cleveland Cobras in action at home as well. The Jackson County Patriots and Zanesville Jets scoreless at the end of the first in OFL play. But again, a lot of big games going on. How about this? Erie is in for a dogfight against the Cleveland Patriots. They are up 36-30 with 1:35 to go in the fourth. That one is a Stars Conference matchup, which would change the other side, where the defending champion South Buffalo Celtics call home. Second half, just moments away here in Medina. 14-7 Warriors.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
When danger is imminent, will you be prepared? Now many mobile devices can bring you critical information from local sources you trust. With the unique sound and vibration, wireless emergency alerts keep you in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Back to the action on zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com.
Back here in Medina on zsportslive.com, michaelhearn.com, as we get ready for the start of the second half. 14-7 Lima. And because the Golden Knights won the toss and chose to defer to the second half, they will get the football to start. Again, Lima going for win number 150 in team history here as we begin this one. Mike Macklin's kick down to the 5-yard line. That is where OGK will pick it up. And the special teams has not been a problem for them so far, as Cornelius Strickland returns it back from the 1 out to the 22-yard line. So give him 21 yards on the return. And Korn is a guy who, against Lima, already has a touchdown return in his repertoire of scores, as he did it back in Lima a handful of years ago as a member of the Northeast Ohio Predators. Possibly you could see a lot of interesting matchups in the playoffs right now, as the Golden Knights right now would be matched up with the Columbus Gladiators. Again, as it stands right now, still a week to play in the PAFL next weekend on August the 1st before the league-wide bye week. Here is Justin McLean now, back in the shotgun, gold, red, and black. The colors for the Golden Knights. He'll throw one, picked up at the 28 and into the middle of the field. Warriors got to send out 4 or 5 guys, and a defensive lineman hustles down to make the stop at the 41-yard line. Tony Perini, he's got a gain of 21 there, so 2 catches and a first down for the Golden Knights. 2 catches for 40 yards for Perini in this game now. Golden Knights picking up first downs in droves, as that has been a problem with the Warriors this season, is their inability to stop those outside passes turning into big yards. Cincinnati did it to them quite a few times in that 46-41 win in the last actual game that the Warriors played. High snap by Perini, handoff to Bays, and he is corralled at the 39. He'll lose a yard. So Bays, who was near 100 yards rushing in the first half, has the only touchdown run for the Golden Knights. That of 30 yards on their first possession is again stopped before he can get going. Warriors on defense. Silver shells, silver jerseys, red numerals, red pants. Different color red than what the jersey they would have worn tonight was. Said that they had an issue with the manufacturer, who put out red jerseys for them, but a different color red for the pants. Blitz coming from the right side for the Warriors. Benny Woods not able to get there. And just dicing out of bounds is McLean. McLean will lose a couple of yards. And again, I said this in the first half, I feel like at times that the Golden Knights, they're going the wrong way, but need to kind of give themselves more room to work. And that's what they've done. Third down has been good to them so far. They've connected on a pair of big first downs. Manageable right now. Don't let the game slip away. It could be 21-7, but Dino Miller for the Warriors dropped a touchdown in the end zone. Third down and 14. Got to get to the Warriors' 49-yard line if you are the Golden Knights. Drop back, looking to pass. Across the middle, ball thrown into the flat and incomplete. Skips into the Golden Knight bench. So 4 and out after the first down. And a punting situation for the Golden Knights, as they will bring on their punter, and Eric Duval. He has punted twice already. Actually 3 times. This will be his 4th punt. And the last 2 OGK possessions, end a half and a punt. Warriors will send back Julian Bellinger. Bellinger is averaging about 25 yards a return here today so far. He will get another chance as Duval put a 1.5 into this one. It takes a bounce and sends the rubber pellets up into the air, down by the defense at the 20-yard line. That is where Lima will take over. 12 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the third as the Warriors take over. And now, on their first possession of the second half, Justin Henderson, again, nobody's told him that he's 40 years old and still throwing the football like he's 25. Yes, he is, 40 years old. Warriors' all-time leading passer. He's also turned into a pretty good runner over the years as he's had to scramble a lot. But he's picked up a couple of rushing touchdowns in addition to the now 13 that he has thrown. He's got quads to the right for the third time. Ball rolls into his hands. He rolls back, fires one at the sideline. That was thrown so high, I didn't believe that it only went for 3 yards, as it was complete to Frank Kanga. So Kanga comes up with his second reception. Williams now will join him in the slot on the right side. Warriors leading 14-7. Macklin, the tailback, will take the handoff, running to his left. Tries to come back to the right across the 25. He got the first down as he stretches across the 30. And he will gain the first down. Macklin, with his second first down run of the game, will move the football to the 33-yard line. Long and Sales with the tackle. 2-by-2 set on each side for the Warriors now as they matriculate the ball up the field. Henderson calls out the signals, takes it. He's going to try and run. Juice off to his right across the 35. Put the head down and ran right at the corners. And it's amazing. He gets up and he runs better at 40 than I do at 30. 1 4-yard gain on the play for Henderson. His third run of the game. Three runs for about 10 yards for Henderson. Again, nice thing for him, he's gotten to play all of his home games throughout his Warriors career, 13 out of the 15 years at Spartan Stadium, then Lima Stadium on South Calumet Avenue. Handoff to Macklin, switches hands, and is going to be the victim of a good tackle here at the 40-yard line. He does pick up 2. Macklin, well, they give him 3. Nick Jackson, who he's very proficient hunting zombies, what I'm told. Puts the stops to Macklin before he can get in the open field. 2 yards to go for the Warriors here on third down. 9:40 to go in the third. Porfirio Sutton, who caught that long pass in the first half to set up the second Warriors score, right next to Julian Bellinger. Henderson checks left, looks back to his right, takes a snap, handoff to Toledo Mitchell, and Mitchell might gain a yard, but he's going to be short. Mitchell, I was talking to him before the game, and he's always been one of my favorite Warriors, and talked about if the Warriors have to go to Indianapolis in the first round as the first seed, or as the 5th seed, as he gains no yards on the play, it actually wouldn't be that bad for him. He lives in the Fort Wayne area, so it would actually be almost closer for him to go to Indianapolis than it would be to go to Lima for a home game. Of course, played all the years as a Warrior for the most part until coming back in Mansfield. They're going to measure this, really? The ball's at the 42. He needs to get to the 44 for a first down. I'm not a math major, but I don't believe he got there. Of course, we've seen a 40-yard holding penalty in this game already, which turned into a 5. That was a heck of a different spot than I thought it was going to be. Now people are arguing about where that should be. It is 4th down and less than a yard. So by that number, then Mitchell got a yard. Toledo well over 5,000 yards rushing as the tailback for the Warriors. He's one of them. I think he may be the only one to get, if I remember right, to get 1,000 yards in a season. Part of a prolific attack for the Warriors for a number of years. Golden Knights trying to use a timeout. They had one of the players for the Golden Knights in Jason Lee. He tried to get off the field. The problem with that is it's very easy to spot from up here. He's wearing a gold jersey. Why is that a problem? The Warriors sideline is the one that we are closest to. He tried to blend in amongst the Warriors sideline. OGK has to use a timeout. Stop the clock with 8:57. And he's actually pretty lucky that he didn't get called for breaking the huddle with too many men. Now there are 11 guys on the field as Jermaine Campbell walks back off during the timeout. And I heard him when the aforementioned play we were talking about the holding. He even said to the Warriors bench when they consulted the rule book, I'm sorry, there's not really anything I can do about that. So we all learned a lesson in football rulery today. 4th down and 1. Remember last time the Warriors had this, it was a much different field position as they had Henderson go straight up the middle. He gained 2 yards. Now I formation. OGK sold out against the run up the middle, and Warriors are not going to get it. The initial stop was actually a yard short. And it's a very curious decision for me at this point, only up 14-7. Your defense is playing well if you're Lima. But heck, based on the spot, he might have gotten it. It is, these are the kind of games that make me act like I know nothing about football. Again, this is where I'm sitting at. The ball is at the 43-yard line. Where the initial marker was, they had to get to the 44-yard line to get a first down. Somehow, since that point, the ball has moved to the 43. The marker has moved to the 43. Now, I'm really curious to see what this. That's short. It's by maybe the next link. OGK will take over.
The Warriors' 4th down run comes up short by just a few centimeters.
Zach Jones. Actually, I know that's not Zach Jones. Cannot get the first down. And a turnover on downs. And this is a big spot if you're the Golden Knights right now because it's your second possession of this half. You have 8:32 to go in the third. You've already used one of your timeouts. So that's not really a factor right now. But you're down 14-7. And again, I kind of got to be honest with you. I know the guys that, or have known the guys for years, that are the guys calling the plays for the Warriors, and Chris Brooks, Isaac Melton. I question that decision to go for it there because I would have kicked it away and let your defense continue to ball out. 5 receiver set for OGK here. It worked out the first time they tried it. They got a first down from Justin McLean. McLean back there with no help. Here comes Benny Woods up the middle. He's going to chase him. Penalty flag in the middle of the field as it is thrown away. Second penalty flag right in front of the bench for the Warriors. As the question on whether McLean got outside the tackles, but they did say he got outside the tackle box, but the holding penalty will still take effect against the Golden Knights. So dodge one bullet, get hit with the second one is what happens to the Golden Knights here. And I can hear Jordan Marshall all the way up here.
The Golden Knights back into their own territory at the 46-yard line.
A lot of penalties in this game have gone against the Golden Knights. They've gotten nailed 5 times for false starts, and now the first time for holding. Now, the only real penalty that went against the Warriors was the one that ended their drive, or that kept OGK's drive going, rather, on that 4th down penalty we talked about. 1st and 20 now for the Golden Knights, as they're near their own 40, and they're going to be at the 40, and I bet you this is a face mask. Bays lost 5 yards, but he's probably going to get those 5 yards back on the face mask. And they will add 15 yards on the face mask. That'll make it an automatic first down. Again, I don't have a vested interest in this game, but I watched where he tackled him at, and I don't believe that was a face mask. It looked to me like he had his hands all the way around the shoulders. You can make your own determination if that's true or not. They'll take officials' time because they need to reset the sticks. They did not move the sticks from where they would be. The penalty would give the Golden Knights a first down. There seems to be a lot of question about whether. I heard one of the sidelines yelling about 5 yards, but he clearly marked off 15 yards. There we go. Now they're moving the sticks. It would put the ball at the 45. 4th play of this drive for the Golden Knights. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd. They trail 14-7 to the Warriors. 2 touchdown passes for Julian Bellinger from Justin Henderson, and a 30-yard touchdown from Sean Bays for OGK. The difference in the game so far. McLean in the shotgun. High snap. He'll boot out to his left. Throw one into the flat as he was looking for Cornelius Strickland. But it'll be incomplete, and he's not having a banner day throwing the football. Again, OGK has the league's third leading passer and leading touchdown thrower in Mark Pullen, but he's not the quarterback today. The backup quarterback is Slap Thompson, as he's not wearing his a couple of number changes. He would be interesting to see as a quarterback because he would be wearing 38 if he were to check into the game. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Bays in the shotgun here on 2nd down and 10. 7:35 to go in the 3rd. High snap again. Able to get a hold of it, though, are the Golden Knights. Pitch out to Bays at the 48. He jumped over a couple of defenders, and that's going to be a 3-yard gain. That's one of the most impressive 3-yard gains you'll see all day long. Caught it 5 yards deep in the backfield and then leaped over a guy to pick up 3. Bays, about 100 yards on the year already, on the day already, as he comes in, averaging 4.2 yards per carry. He picked up his 3rd touchdown rushing. He has been the, I don't know what you would say, the sort of backup statistically behind Harvey Tuck. Tuck, again, tied for 1st in the league in touchdown runs. He's only gotten 1 run so far today. Pitch out, misdirection, back the other way. Here comes Strickland. Warriors are going to chase him across the 40 down to the 30, and a penalty flag on the sideline as Strickland goes to the 25. It was a pickup of 17 on the play for Cornelius. Benny Woods will come out. Derek Coker will go in on defense for the Warriors, see what the penalty is, and it will go against the Golden Knights, as I believe you're going to get the call for holding here on the near side against one of the corners. And it will back up the play. 10 yards, so, well, right now they've got the ball marked at the Warriors' 39-yard line. It would be 3rd and 4. Again, Pittsburgh-esque right now on the officiating. 2x2 set in the shotgun again here for the Golden Knights. Got to get to the Warriors' 35-yard line. High snap right through the hands of McLean. He's going to set up, throw deep. He's got one man, Strickland down to the 3. Put it on the board. 39 yards, and the Golden Knights are within 1.
OGK!
I should have closed that window. So a touchdown pass to Strickland. That is his 3rd on the year. His 4th overall touchdown. He's got 1 on the ground and 3 through the air. Also has come dangerously close to getting a couple in the return game. And this extra point can tie it up at 14 with 6:03 to go in the 3rd. And awaiting the hold from Glenn Campbell. Snap down, kick up, drilled through the middle. 14-14, 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Warriors get the ball when we come back.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit from ESPN. Football's played a big part in my life, but football's also a lot more than just big plays, wins, losses, and championships. Football teaches young people about dedication, sacrifice, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. Not every team can be a state champion, but every team and every player can give a state championship effort. So let's respect the game and get out and support your local school. You'll be amazed of all the good things you see happening at Ohio's schools.
Back to the semi-pro game of the week right here on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
The 8th. 14-14 is the score. 6:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. OGK goes 57 yards over the course of 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Ending with a 39-yard touchdown pass from Justin McLean to Cornelius Strickland. Llewellyn will kick the football off to Julian Bellinger of the Warriors. Both teams rounding out the home stretch, each with a week left. OGK has a game, and the Warriors get a forfeit. Picked up by Bellinger at his own 4. And he tripped over the turf monster at the 21. That is where he will fall down. Gain of 17 on the return. One of the few times that he has been tripped up today, and the only time I think that anybody has stopped him. Bellinger and Mark Johnson have made one heck of a tandem this year for the Warriors. Frank Kanga as well, but really just a couple of plays for him. He's from not too far from here. Kanga, Euclid High School, actually born in the Ivory Coast. He speaks French. 6 foot 195, so a good trio of receivers for the Warriors. Also add in the veteran in Porfirio Sutton, who, like I said earlier, shows up in big games. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Here is Henderson. Ball got away from him, and he's going to be sacked back to the 14. Warriors have turned the football over twice in this game, and they're lucky that it didn't happen again. Toledo Mitchell with a fumble, and the interception by Carlton Watkins in the 1st. Henderson throws one across the middle high. Great catch by Nathan Williams at the 30. Williams will gain 16 on the play. Nate, that's his 2nd catch today. Nathan out of Van Wert High School and Bluffton College. He's going into the Air Force to be an aerospace engineer. Very smart young man. 4th down and half a yard, or excuse me, 3rd down and half a yard for the Warriors. Henderson takes a snap, gives to Toledo Mitchell. He'll shuffle the feet for a 1st down. And Toledo out to the 30-yard line. Picks up 3 on the play. Toledo averaging just south of 4 yards a carry for the Warriors. Used to wear number 44 for most of his time in Lima. Part of a great tandem of backs over the years. Throw, nope, kept by Henderson. Tried to thread the needle to Kanga through the middle of 2 defensive backs, but OGK able to knock away the football. And he's got to be careful of where Carlton Watkins is on the field because he's already gotten him once and picked him off. 4:21 to go in the third, 14-14. OGK got the first 7 points. Warriors got 14 after that. And the Golden Knights scoring on their second possession of this half. As Cornelius Strickland using his speed to motor into the end zone past the safety and the corner for the Warriors. Henderson's got a man leaking out the backside. No, he'll throw to Bellinger, who is going to gain it to the 49. It's a pickup of 16. I kind of want to give him 3 catches, I got to be honest with you, because he caught it 3 or 4 times. It went through his hand, off of one of the defenders. He bobbled it, and then back into his hands for the first down. Pickup of 16 moves the ball, and the Warriors will go tempo. Handoff, nope, zone read option into the gut of Toledo Mitchell. He will be given negative yardage, and check out as Mike Macklin comes back in. Loss of 1 on the play. So 2 carries for 2 yards on this drive for Toledo Mitchell. Ball near midfield now for the Warriors. Trips right with Bellinger in the slot. Henderson waits, pump fakes. Deep down the sideline, he's got Mike Macklin. And Macklin cannot catch the ball as it goes into the kicker's net. Zach Stacy kind of looking around, wondering what the heck was going on as everybody was running past him. Nick Jackson forces Macklin outside, and that'll bring up third down for Lima with 11 yards to go. Sun kind of drenching the middle part of the field. 3:04 to go in the third. In this Stripes Conference White Division battle between the Warriors and the Golden Knights. Trips right for Henderson. Pressure coming from his backside. They'll try and come up the middle. Juice will roll out to his left, back to the right. Whoa, hey now. Throws a screen to Toledo Mitchell. And Mitchell, again, low center of gravity. I think guys kind of lose him at times. He'll only lose a yard on the play. But that play could have been terrible in so many ways. As that's a kind of a screen that the Warriors used to use with Jeremy Bott for a long time, where either Corey Midfield or Justin Henderson would sort of delay off to the left and flip it back to the right. Didn't work as well this time because the Golden Knights did a good job of sniffing it out. Jason Weingartner comes on for the first time on special teams, sort of saunters onto the play. Warriors have got to get this off pretty quickly as Macklin has returners standing at their own 15. Straight on kick from the former Spartan. Wow. Macklin was standing at his own 35. It's going to go 53 yards into the end zone, but he does put it in as a touchback. Macklin, like I said earlier, one of those guys who, as the ball comes out to the 20, is all-purpose. If you listen to him tell the story, he calls himself Mr. All-State, which, hey, the way he's played, he's earned it. One of the last backs for the Warriors to actually run for 100 yards in the game. as he had 115 in a game a couple of years ago. Now the clock at 1:54 to go in the third. OGK with 2 timeouts. And the Warriors, as the moon has already come out, somebody tell him he's got a little bit more time before he's allowed to do that. 4 receivers and a single back in Sean Bays for Justin McLean. McLean with the sun in his face as he takes the snap. High snap again at the 15. Can't get away from LaQuintius Murray or Benny Woods. Able to get back to the 20, though, as Murray went high. And McLean went low to stretch out and get the line. So second down now for the Golden Knights. As the offensive unit down here getting I would imagine a little bit of advice from one of the Warriors' offensive coaches and the offensive coordinator of Chris Brooks. OGK comes up to the line on second down, 4-by-1 set again in the shotgun. For McLean. High snap. Able to roll to his left. He's done that so many times now. This time he's going to lose a yard. So just trying to make the most out of that. Benny Woods and LaQuintius Murray, Derek Coker all in on the stop, and A.J. Homan, the Warriors' middle linebacker this year, as well, out of Salina High School, played his college ball at the University of Toledo. One of a handful of Warriors who played for the Rockets. There's a pretty good semi-pro team right now called the Toledo Thunder that are inhabiting the Glass Bowl right now. As they, I can't think of the name of the league they were in, but went through their season undefeated. Just as a semi-pro note. Underhand throw. And a great job by the defense for the Warriors to wait for it. And that is the end of the third quarter, as it was Josh Sattler down there to make the stop. Loss on the play. We're heading to 4 after we come back here on zsportslive.com and on michaelhearn.com.
Hope you're ready for Casting Crowns. Skillet. And for King and Country. Plus 72 rides and 17 world-class coasters. Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th with Casting Crowns, Skillet, and For King and Country. Also featuring Love and the Outcome and speaker Nick Hall. Spend the day on the rides, including Rougarou, all new for 2015 and Cedar Point's first floorless coaster. And the screams continue into the night with some of your favorite Christian artists. Save $10 when you buy super early bird tickets now through July 31st at pointfestival.com. And your ticket to Point Fest includes admission to the festival and Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th, Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Details at pointfestival.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
Back to the semi-pro football game of the week right here on zsportslive.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Medina. Warriors have pushed the Golden Knights back to fourth down as we begin. Julian Bellinger, standing at his own 37-yard line, will await the kick. And he will come near his sideline. He'll pick it up at the 34, and he's going to try and use some room inside, but not before Isaiah Allison comes back to make the tackle. So that was the fourth time that OGK has punted. Warriors take over the ball for the third time in this half. 14:48 remaining in the game. They will be off until the start of the playoffs, as next weekend they take the forfeit win from the Jackson Silverhawks, a team that they beat by a pretty good margin the first time around at home. 78-0 on June the 6th. Silverhawks have not made a lot of friends. Let's say that way. Beaten at home in Massillon at Fife Stadium, 106-0 by the same OGK team. Also earlier now, Henderson drops back, screen pass, set it up perfectly for Macklin. Macklin's got room, but he does not have that hole for very long, as it was closed rather quickly by the OGK defense. Gain of 2 on the play for Macklin. Macklin, his third pass that he has caught today. Henderson fires one over the middle, caught at the 39 of the OGK. Nathan Williams, I talked to him before the game, and I told him, hey, you have to have a big game here. And he said, well, I haven't been a big feature point of the offense. He has been so far today as he picks up that gain. Nathan gives the Warriors a first down. Draw play to Macklin. Macklin bounces it outside across the 35, cuts in at the 30, and taken down at about the 28-yard line. Give Mike a gain of 11. 2 runs, or 2 touches for 13 yards on the 3 plays for the Warriors. Trying to get his team into the end zone as he's done so many times in his handful of years donning the Lima jerseys. Pistol set for the Warriors for the first time, as now Henderson fakes the handoff to Macklin. Defense coming off the backside and being forced to eat the turf is Henderson by Barnell Garrett out of Akron University, 6'3", 225, and he came on a load. Henderson is sacked and loses 6. That'll bring up second down and 16. Now, 4 plays, 2 first downs so far for the Warriors on this drive. They're trying to keep it going. Tied at 14. Again, there is pressure from the backside. Henderson able to juke away from it as he gets to the 30. And they will say the 29-yard line, picks up 4. Actually, I'm sorry, he picks up 7 on that run. So Henderson will make it third down and 13 after the timeout. Tied at 14, 12-17 to go. Lima takes a timeout. This is PAFL football.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Screen pass from Henderson to Mike Macklin. Macklin is got a hand up around the face as he gets down to the 27, almost back, 27, 26. Pick up a 4 on the play, back to the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up play number 7 of the drive. It's the most important play of the drive because the Warriors are at the Golden Knights' 27-yard line, and it is 4th down and 10. Tied at 14 here midway through the final quarter of action. Henderson will send a trio, now quad receivers, to his left. Just Dino Miller, the tight end. Pop pass. They missed him on the backside. No, they didn't. Caught at the 13. Dino Miller down to the 5-10. Forget about it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. So Dino Miller makes up for the touchdown that he dropped earlier by putting the Warriors on top 20-16. 11:22 to go in the game. And the Warriors not done yet as Miller scores for the second time in this league season. I thought the way that Henderson looked, he went back to the opposite side and then just sort of drew everybody off with his eyes. I guess that's Juice has been around for quite a while. He now leads the PAFL in touchdown passes. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-14 Warriors as we peruse the fourth quarter. 11:22 to go here on zsportslive.com.
Hey, you, yeah, you. Don't let this summer be another string of nothing but video games and potato chips. How about spending the day with some giraffes, zebra, bison, camels, and more? You can even feed them if you dare. Enjoy a camel ride, browse the gift shop, grab a bite to eat at the snack bar, or cheer on your favorite porker at the Pork Chop Downs Raceway. Only 17 miles from Cedar Point, African Safari Wildlife Park makes a great stop for all ages. African Safari Wildlife Park, a world away in your own backyard.
This is the Semi-Pro Football Game of the Week on michaelhearn.com.
21-14 Lima. They go 53 yards over a 2-minute and 24-second span, and they finish off with a 27-yard touchdown pass to Dino Miller, his first and a half of the day. He had a touchdown pass or a touchdown reception on almost the exact same play earlier on, but he dropped it in the end zone. Now Warriors up 21-14. Here's the return quickly out across the 15. Christian Nogueras, and with a big run, he'll take it from his own 15 to the Warriors' 42-yard line. So OGK with a big response to the Warriors' touchdown. 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. And they have had to punt the last 2 times that they have touched the football. Or 2 out of the 3 times that they've had the football. The other one, the Cornelius Strickland touchdown run. Touchdown catch, rather, of 39 yards. So the second time that OGK has started inside Warriors territory. 4 receivers for Justin McLean. He's got a touchdown. The aforementioned one to Strickland. He's going to give inside the handoff and snuffed out immediately by Big Meech for the Warriors. And a play the Warriors just broke out defensively. 4-yard loss on the play. Brings up second down and 14. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Going right to left for the Golden Knights. Who a line right now, they are really taking their time coming out of the huddle as Jeremy Cullen leads them up to the line under center. 10:30 to go in the game. Warriors up by 7. Defense jump, able to get back, no free play. Benny Woods hit by 2 guys. And a throw caught at the 35 in front of A.J. Homan. And to the 28-yard line. Gain of 18 on the play. It'll be Glenn Campbell with his first catch. Glenn has not really been a factor so far, but if you were to look at the Golden Knights, he's been a big part of what they've done the last couple of years. And the ball now at the 29 after the pickup. Campbell, 304 yards, puts him third in the league in receiving behind Erie's Javon Rowan and the Northeast Ohio Predators' Chris Netters. Warriors defense here on 1st and 10 waits for the snap from McLean. He will bootleg it out to his left, ball in the right hand. He's going to get across the 30, cut back into the 20, and he will gain 9 yards on the play. Kind of a mixed bag so far when he has done that.
Gain of about 9 yards. It is second down at the 20-yard line.
Glenn Campbell also 3rd in the league in touchdown receptions with 4. So see if they try to make him a bigger part of the offense here in the waning moments of this one. Warriors, a lot of guys standing up in the middle of the defense. McLean takes a shotgun snap, rolls back. He's got his screen pass on the backside to Strickland. Strickland, they missed him high, they missed him low. He's going to come all the way back around. Obvious block in the back in front of the officials and a layout block. So that play was interesting. I think the officials right now are thinking about whatever's for dinner, because they're sure as hell not calling these obvious plays right in front of them. 6-yard loss on the play for Strickland. So that'll dent the receiving total a little bit for him, as it shouldn't matter. He's pretty fast. So 3rd down for OGK, 7:51 to go, as they need to get to the Warriors' 19-yard line. Rolling, back to the middle, looking inside, wanted to throw the deep bomb. A.J. Homan, however, had other ideas for Justin McLean. Good defensive secondary work that time for the Warriors as they kept Campbell and Strickland from being able to do anything. And it looks like
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
gain of a yard conservatively for McLean. 4th down now, and it looks like the Golden Knights are going to bring out their kicker in Eric Duval. Ball spotted closer to the left hash as LaQuintius Murray will check in for Lima. 11 guys on the field on each side. Hold is from the 32. Again, just to the right of that side. And Glenn Campbell will be the holder, so it'll be a 42-yard field goal. Eric Duval is going to have to hurry to get this one off. Bright orange shoes, takes 2 steps to his left. Snap to Campbell down. Duval's kick is... looks like he missed it left. And he did. 42-yard field goal, no. And that is a big break for the Warriors as they take over the football with 6:31 to go in the game, leading 21-14. They have never beaten the Golden Knights in 3 chances. They will get the football now at their own 29-yard line. And this is where I've seen this a handful of times this year. You see what teams can do with running the football, and Juice Henderson hasn't really had that much of a problem so far. They're trying to argue about where the spot would be. The hold was at the 32-yard line. That's where the ball should be marked. Duval's got good leg. I said he kicked it to Kane, but not enough accuracy on that one. 2x2 set in the shotgun with Toledo Mitchell on the left hip for Henderson. Juice sends a man in motion and Frank Kanga. Busted play. If that's on the offense, the play should have stopped immediately. What is this? So okay. So the Warriors will cost themselves 5 yards because they had 2 men in motion at the same time. Oh, what? Okay. So Henderson will lose 3 yards. I thought if it was on an offense like that, it was a dead ball. Because then the only thing you can do is get the quarterback killed. Henderson and squad lose 3 yards on the sack. The penalty was no good. And speaking of big hits, Henderson has taken a ton of those in his career. Sack of 5. Rashad Kuntz with the sack. One of a number of times that Henderson has been sacked today. And I would like to approximate to you the last 20 years how many people have hit him as a quarterback, but I don't think I could get in the right ballpark. 3rd down for the Warriors. They've got to get to the OGK 42. Reverse end around back to Bellinger. Bellinger will take the handoff from Kenga and turn field back to his 10. He's going to lose a lot of yards. And back down the sideline to the 20. He actually gains a yard. But again, I believe we are not watching the block in the back because there's a guy for OGK down right now that was definitely clipped from behind. So a gain of 1 for Bellinger. Warriors do take a minute and a half off the clock. But this is what I was talking about before, about sometimes if you are a passing team, your inability to run the football to take off time becomes a problem. OGK ran into that problem last year here on this field against South Buffalo in the conference championship game. Macklin is going to rugby kick it. He thought about just taking off with it. And it will take a Warriors bounce right in front of the head coach assistant in Isaac Melton at the 40-yard line. So a 28-yard punt by Macklin. And OGK will take over. Again, they missed a 42-yard field goal on their last attempt. They've got 4:26 to go in this game as they trail by 7 at 21-14. 2 scores in this half. We went into the break with a 14-7 Lima lead. The only score of the half for the Golden Knights, a 39-yard touchdown pass from McLean to Cornelius Strickland. Lights have come on here in Medina, Ken Duke Stadium, home of the Battling Bees, where they will be in action in just about 30 days. Quintius Murray missed the tackle on the inside, and McLean, or Bays rather, is going to go for a long time down the sideline. He got pushed out of bounds near the 20. If he's at the 20, that is a gain of 40. They'll put him at the 19, so 41 yards on the run. And he's got 2 runs that put him close to 75 yards, so I know for a fact well over 100. And the Warriors, I believe, are going to get called for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play based on reaction. Well, all right, that was constructive. What you can hear from the sidelines at times. And it will go against the Warriors. So it'll go from the 19 to the 11. So really an 8-yard penalty. As the football just outside the 10 for the Golden Knights. 4:05 to go in the game. And the officials trying to determine what exactly is half of 19, I think is what the question was. Yes, mathematically they are still struggling. So 1st and goal from the 9. It was 19, so they should have been just outside the 9. A quarterback keeper to the outside and down to the 1. There's no way that even with the dive that McLean should have been in. He was out of bounds at the 1. So pickup of 8 on the play. And I heard, this is interesting, if you're a fan of Lima Warriors football and have been for a long time, I just heard Isaac Melton say to his defense, stop yammering, which is, it's kind of an old joke, but a goodie nonetheless. 2nd and goal now from just outside the 1-yard line, and a huge opportunity for the Golden Knights. 3:23 to go in the game. They trail by 7. I believe that's Harvey Tuck now in the backfield in the shotgun for OGK. Kind of vulturing at this point. And before the Golden Knights could get going with the inside handoff to Harvey Tuck, the Golden Knights get nailed for their 6th false start in this game. And I always love open window stadiums because you can hear a lot of things, and there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of future head coaches in attendance today, shouting out, let's call it encouragement. So this game rolling down to its conclusion. The Warriors can help themselves dramatically with a win. They are not going to, at least as of right now, win by the 24 points they need to win the division, but a loss would surely shake up the rest of the playoff situation in the Stripes Conference. 2nd down and goal. This one, though, they hand off back to Sean Bays, and he'll get in. They'll put him in from 6 yards out. His 2nd touchdown run of the day. His other one from 30 yards. And he has his team within 1 point now with 2:16 to go in the game. And the extra point upcoming, and we go back to about 5 minutes ago and think about how big now that the missed 42-yard field goal is for the man who's kicking this one in Eric Duval. 42 yards, he hooked it left. This time, though, if he can get this one to go in, his team will be tied, and the Warriors will have the football with a pair of timeouts. Also upcoming, the 2-minute warning, as 16 seconds need to roll off the clock here in Medina. Duval, snap down, kick is blocked. Wow. The penalty is got to be against the Warriors for offsides, because coming quickly up the middle was one of the defensive linemen, which is, I believe, Justin Cortez. And here's where emotion comes into football. Because if you're the Warriors, you blocked it, so you're on that high. But if OGK makes this one, it's kind of all for naught. So Duval will get a do-over of sorts. Kind of a big opportunity with the offsides, because it was not a particularly good snap. Campbell tried to do the most that he could with it. Warriors are going to bring it up the middle again. No chance to block this one. And Duval skips one right through the middle. 21-21, 2:16 to go in the 4th. Warriors get the football back when we come back.
My name is Ruth Rusi, and this is how I live united. I read to children as part of United Way's education program. It helps them create links between language and literacy and prepares them for a better academic future. I figure I have the time and they have the need. My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
ZSportsLive.com and MichaelHearn.com.
(21-21) is our score here with 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go at Medina's Kent Duke Stadium. Warriors 4-5 on the year, but 4-2 in the PAFL. They'll get a win next week no matter what against the Silverhawks, but can really help out their chances of hosting a home playoff game with a win here today. Bellinger fades back to his own 5-yard line. He'll take the kick, bring it back up across the 10, and he will be stymied at the 15-yard line. As I believe that's Isaiah Allison again. So good stop for the OGK defense.
Bellinger fielded the kick a yard deep in the end zone and ran it out.
So we'll see what Bellinger and crew can do. Now, kind of conspicuous by his play so far has been Mark Johnson, but Johnson has been the spark plug for the Warriors offense in the last 3 of their last 5 games. See if maybe they can get him into it. And Nate Williams has played a heck of a game as well. He's got 3 catches. Warriors need to go 85 yards in a span of 2 minutes, something they did successfully a couple of weeks ago at home against Cincinnati's Hawks, but OGK's defense is much better than what the Hawks are. Here is Henderson, throws out to Williams, caught at the 25.
Henderson's pass is complete to number 17, Nathan Williams.
Nathan Williams will gain 9 of the 10 yards the Warriors needed, and will hit the 2-minute warning. Williams with his 4th catch. Again, you talk about certain people enough, and they tend to show up. 2 minutes to go in the game. 21-21 here in the 4th.
Is anybody else doing this? I don't think so.
We're doing something new called the garlic parmesan line with that garlic parmesan sauce on the bottom. Chicken, bacon, tomato. You combine the bacon and the tomato and the chicken all coming together.
Roasted veggies. The flavor is unbelievable.
5 cheese, please. The combination of cheeses sprinkled with the aged parmesan to give them that toasted flavor on the crust edge. Home run.
Here's pizza. We're taking it right up here.
Try one now for just $10 or get any other pizza, any toppings, even specialties for $11.
It's our new line, and there's much more to come.
Pizza Hut.
Back to the semi-pro game of the week right here on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
44-21 was the score the first time these two teams met in Lima about a month ago. It is 21-21 now in favor of nobody because we're tied with 2 minutes to go. Williams in the slot. We'll see Henderson pump fake, throw one across the middle and slip through the hands of Frank Kanga. Kind of a dangerous throw, too, because Kanga, if he doesn't make that play and doesn't tip it away, I don't know that it doesn't go through into OGK's secondary. Warming up on the sideline. If you're watching this on Ustream, you can see the bottom left corner, the kicker for the Warriors, and Zach Stacy. He's got range out to about 45 yards from what I'm told. See if that comes into play. Warriors still with 2 timeouts. It's 3rd down and 1 as they're in the shotgun. Henderson drops back, going to scramble. Nope. He's going to bring it back out. He's got Macklin deep down the field. He's going to have to come back and get it. And almost intercepted as it is knocked away by Brandon Allison. And again, I talked about this earlier with the Warriors when they went for it on 4th down about play calling in terms of where you're at on the field, not punting the football from your own, I believe they're around their own 30. This one kind of makes me question, with a yard to go, why not maybe try and power through and not come out 4-by-1? Also keep in mind, if you're rooting for OGK to win this game, every time that Mike Macklin has punted the football, the Warriors have needed 9 or more yards. He has rugby kicked the football every time. Now, he has had room to run, but again, he's needed to gain 12 to 20 yards. This time, he would need only to gain a yard. The flip side of that is if he runs and is not able to do it, the Warriors would turn over the football deep in their own territory. Now, there's a timeout by OGK. They were very emphatic about it. And I'm not really sure what the complete argument is about, but both sidelines, specifically the Warriors sideline, are up in arms about the validity of a penalty. So OGK broke the huddle with 12 guys. They had 12 men on the field and had to use the timeout. Now, obviously, not playing at this level, I always kind of thought that there should be one guy that's his job. Apparently not. Macklin back to punt from his own 15. It's a high snap. He's going to try and throw one, and he completes it, but there's a penalty flag on the play. He completed it to the gunner and Nathan Williams. If it stands, it'll go for 27 yards, but the penalty flag is in the middle of the field. And Williams is being explained that he is not allowed to catch the football. And I said watch for the fake, but I had it the wrong way. Warriors lose 10 yards. And now we'll be faced with 4th and 11. 1:42 to go in the game.
There's a penalty on the field as well against the Warriors. They will be kicking again on 4th down.
So the Warriors will have to change out the gunner. It's a beautifully designed play. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. If, again, I talked about the Jeopardy theme earlier on, it would be in heavy rotation here today. Or as it was just pointed out on the field, we're on a commercial break. Okay, so neglect what I said about the penalty because an ineligible downfield would be negated by the face mask penalty against the Golden Knights. So everything that I told you about fakes and all that, put that back into play. However, they spotted it wrong. He needs 2 yards now. He needed a yard before. Macklin back to punt. He's going to rugby it, and he will eventually kick it away. It'll go out of bounds at the 40 of Lima. Okay, well, Crazy Town is in effect. It's a 15-yard punt for the Warriors. So OGK trailed at one point, 14-7. They came back to tie it. Warriors went up 21-14, held that lead for a while. Then the Golden Knights came back and tied it with a 6-yard touchdown run on their last possession, the second of the day for Sean Bays. It is the 3rd time now that they will start with the football inside Lima territory. They will do so at the Lima 39-yard line. They still have 1 timeout. Warriors have 2. McLean in the shotgun. 4 receivers staggered to his left and right. Handoff to Bays running to his right. He's got room down the sideline. Tiptoes past a couple of defenders through the tulips. Avoids Tommy Two-Tone. And is still able to get 6 yards.
He gets 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
So well over 100 yards on the day for Mr. Bays. The timeout on the field. It is taken by the Warriors. They have 1 left.
Timeout taken by Lima.
1 minute, 26 seconds to go in the 4th here in Medina.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
So they put 6 seconds back on the clock. It's now 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Tied at 21 here in Medina between the Golden Knights and the Warriors. And it's going to be a first down for OGK as they will get down to the 25-yard line of Lima. McLean will pick up 7 on the play. Actually, I'm sorry, he'll pick up 8 on the play. And he has been effective running to the outside because a couple of times that he has done that, he's gotten Lima right in the middle and then thrown the football. Mostly a running quarterback from what today has shown. Came into the day as a receiver. 1st and 10 at the 25 of the Warriors. 1:25 to go in the game. In this white division showdown. End around, back the other way. Here is Cornelius Strickland. He's got speed for days as he tried to, what was the Pittsburgh guy that he think about the curb stomp? That's what he tried to do. Down to the 15-yard line. That'll give Corn and OGK a first down. That is the second first down that he's picked up. Remember, he had a touchdown of 39 yards earlier on. Actually, they gave him 11. Offense chant breaking out from the OGK fans in attendance as we motor down to 1:15 to go. The clock is apparently stopping when we set the chains. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right for McLean in the shotgun. McLean takes a snap, back to his right, back up the middle, down to the 3, shimmy shake, and he just got back body dropped down to the 2-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. And a first down. And defense trying to call a timeout. I can hear Chris Brooks all the way from over here. And his defense trying to use their last timeout. And eventually, the defensive coordinator in Isaac Melton will use his last timeout. It will be 1st and goal from the, looks like the 2 when we come back here. Tied 1:03 to go.
Imagine me, a dog, moving in with a human. I didn't know how it would work. Turns out, my human's pretty entertaining. For instance, every time I give my human his ball, he throws it as far as he can. And I'm like, dude, that's your ball. So I go get it. But he just throws it. Again. I gotta say, though, the more he does it, the funnier it is. I love my human.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Back to the semi-pro game of the week right here on michaelhearn.com and zsportslive.com.
1 minute and 3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. OGK knocking on Lima's front door, trying to kick it in as McLean in the shotgun. Actually, now he'll go under center. Just used to having him in the shotgun. He's got Harvey Tuck behind him. He'll change the play with the hand on the top of the head to his receivers. 21-21. Trying to draw the defense offside. He'll get 4 shots at it. Hand off to Tuck into the end zone off the spin move. And it is 1 minute to go in the game. Harvey Tuck's 5th touchdown run of the season. That will give him the PAFL lead. With a lot of players off due to forfeits this week. OGK now ahead 27-21. Again, biggest story of the game right now, Warriors have no timeouts. And they're going to need to go, you would presume, at least 80 yards unless Julian Bellinger can take one to the house on the ensuing kickoff. Snap down. Kick is blocked. This one, no offsides. And the extra point is no good. Duval's extra point is blocked. Warriors, a minute left when we come back here in the fourth. This is zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com.
A visit to African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio is bound to bring out the kid in all of us. After all, it's not just your ordinary trip to the zoo. It's a jungle adventure. You'll feel like you're leading the expedition as you ride through the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals if you dare, and capture the moment on film for your unbelieving friends. Better yet, bring them along. See rare and exotic animals from around the world, including the world's largest antelope, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. Enjoy a camel or pony ride, or browse through the Simba Lodge gift shop with items from around the globe. Sit in on live educational shows or cheer on your favorite porker in Pork Chop Downs. There's so much to see and do at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the signs. Just 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
Back here on zsportslive.com and michaelhearn.com, it's a 27-21 Ohio Golden Knights lead. They took 37 seconds to go 5 plays and 39 yards. Here is the reverse pitch from Bellinger to Frank Kanga, and Kanga will be tackled at his own 21-yard line. So the Warriors have got to go quickly, and they have just 50 seconds left to go 79 yards to get into the end zone. And always curious about how did we get here. Remember the field goal that was blocked from or missed from 42 yards, but Duval was a big play, but the extra point on the touchdown run from Bays that was initially blocked was ruled an offsides with 2:16 to go. And the Golden Knights have scored 2 touchdowns in the last minute and 24 seconds. Kanga, Macklin, Toledo Mitchell, Julian Bellinger, and Nathan Williams, the receivers and backs from right to left. Henderson in the shotgun from zone 21. Back there to block is Mitchell. Pump fake, deep throw, looking for Macklin down the sideline. Macklin out of bounds at the 44, pass for 23. 23 yards on the gain for the Warriors. That is a first down. OGK played him soft, and they took a page out of OGK's book and threw the screen. Got out of bounds, did Macklin. Used up 8 seconds. So it's 27-21. Warriors near midfield. Down no timeouts and down 6. Throw across the middle to Frank Kanga. He'll catch it at the 50. He needs to get down or get out of bounds. He will do neither. Pickup of 6 on the play. Kanga with his second, and the Warriors will take a timeout. There's some argument to whether they had any. The officials say they had 1 left. So it's at the 49. So it's a gain of 7 by Kanga. I could have sworn that the previous one was the final timeout. So, hey, we're wrong from time to time. We're allowed to be. Warriors now into OGK territory. So we'll see what the Warriors will do here on this side as they come back out and get some instruction from Chris Brooks and Isaac Melton. Brooks, the offensive coordinator now for the Warriors. A bruiser who for a couple of years held the Warriors' sack lead all time in a single season. He's since been surpassed twice. Glenn Frazier and Benny Woods have done it as well. 5 receivers set for the Warriors as we come back here on second and 4. 29 seconds to go, down 6 with no timeouts. Here's Henderson rolling away. He's got to get rid of the football. Throws one, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted. Luckily for Justin, that will stop the clock. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors from the OGK 49-yard line. And this is a team with a lot of big play capabilities on the field right now. One of them in Porfirio Sutton, who had that 33-yard catch earlier on, will check out. that led to one of the Lima touchdowns on the board. Again, Julian Bellinger with a pair of touchdowns and Dino Miller with the other. Justin Henderson, 15 touchdowns, leads the league in passing. But he needs a Hail Mary here. He's got just Julian Bellinger on the right side, 3 receivers to his left. Bellinger's got a step on his man. He's going to try and get him down the field, over through Julian Bellinger at the 10. And he wouldn't want to have it any other way. This game is going to end with a big 4th down play. Warriors need 4 yards to keep playing. They've got 15 seconds. 27-21 is the Golden Knights lead. Warriors trailed 7-0. Were able to come back and get the lead after 2 straight touchdowns, but a fumble by Toledo Mitchell and an interception put an end to 2 other big drives. Dino Miller dropped a touchdown that would have made it 21-7 in the first half. Henderson 4-by-1. He's got Toledo Mitchell back there to keep him company. He's going to lose the football, and it will be recovered by the Golden Knights. And it'll be picked up by Derek Mackey, out of Wadsworth High School. Leads OGK in sacks, and he's now got a fumble recovery. So Henderson with the recovery. And that should do it as the Warriors down 27-21 with 6 seconds to go. And it doesn't look like they're even going to put the ball in play for the final 6 seconds. So OGK goes on to win 27-21, but they had to earn it. We'll tell you about it when we wrap it up, when we come back here on Z Sports Live and on MichaelHearn.com.
A visit to African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio is bound to bring out the kid in all of us. After all, it's not just your ordinary trip to the zoo. It's a jungle adventure. You'll feel like you're leading the expedition as you ride through the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals if you dare, and capture the moment on film for your unbelieving friends. Better yet, bring them along. See rare and exotic animals from around the world, including the world's largest antelope, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. Enjoy a camel or pony ride, or browse through the Simba Lodge gift shop with items from around the globe. Sit in on live educational shows or cheer on your favorite porker in Pork Chop Downs. There's so much to see and do at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the signs. Just 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
Hope you're ready for Casting Crowns. Skillet. And for King and Country. Plus 72 rides and 17 world-class coasters. Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th with Casting Crowns, Skillet, and For King and Country. Also featuring Lovin' the Outcome and speaker Nick Hall. Spend the day on the rides, including Rougarou, all new for 2015, and Cedar Point's first floorless coaster. And the screams continue into the night with some of your favorite Christian artists. Save $10 when you buy Super Early Bird tickets now through July 31st at PointFestival.com. And your ticket to Point Fest includes admission to the festival and Cedar Point. Saturday, September 19th, Point Fest is back at Cedar Point. Details at PointFestival.com. Produced by Fill the Gap Concerts.
ZSportsLive.com and MichaelHearn.com.
Back here one final time from Ken Duke Stadium in Medina, Ohio. Golden Knights come out with a 27-21 victory. They get to 7-2 on the season, 6-1 in PAFL play. They wrap up the white division of the Stripes Conference, so all 3 champions of the Stripes Conference will be put to bed within a 3-week period. The Northeast Ohio Predators wrapping up the blue division last week. The Golden Knights in the white division this week. Next week, depending on how it turns out, a red division battle in Columbus between the Fire and the Indianapolis Tornadoes. That one major playoff ramifications for everybody. But the 4th all-time meeting between the Golden Knights and the Warriors goes in the win column for OGK. They're 4-0 now all-time against the Warriors. 27-21 is the final. Taking a look at how we got there. Sean Bays with a 30-yard touchdown run made it 7-0 in the first with 8 minutes to go. Warriors respond 2 plays. They go 57